Hi, I'm Scotty. If you want to learn how to service and repair antique mechanical clocks, then subscribe to my channel. Welcome to Scotties Clock World. Everything's moving nice and smoothly. So now we'll put the rest of the parts on. Starting with this flirt, which goes here. And we'll have to move the gathering pallet around a little bit so that it can slot in under it. Now we need a circlip to go on there to hold it in place. Push it in there. That's got him. Right, now the next flirt goes up in there. Oop, too high. Come down to there. That's got him. We can't put the spring on for a moment, but we're getting closer. Pop that wheel on there and put a circlip on it to hold it in place. Leave that for a sec. Nail on. Goes there. Now another circlip. Obviously not that one, it's too big. This little guy. That looks more like it. Now we'll clip that in. Got him. Oh, we better put the circlip on this flirt up there. Be one of those, I would think. We'll go there. Yep, that's got him. Now the rack. Goes there. Now the spring from this flirt can be attached to there. That's got him. Right, let's see what we got. Seems to be working all right. Now I'll drop this down, see what we've got. On the snail, that tip there is 1 o'clock, 2, 3, 4, 5 all the way round. That's sitting on 11 o'clock there, where it is at the moment. And that's 12 o'clock right in the base. That's on 11. So I'll lift that up, put that on there. And put a bit of tension on the springs. We'll set up the crutch and the pallets on the verge, and then we'll start to look at how the clock is moving. Get that set up properly. Right. Wind up the springs. What did we have? 8 or something, I think it was. Yep. Main spring is slipping, so I'll have to undo that. Now we have a circlip. Whoop. Little guy there. To put on the rack, to hold that on. That is too big. I'll have to change that. Have a look at our circlip box and see what we've got to fit on there. Whoop. That'll sit down a tiny bit. They're rather tight. They might be just a tiny bit too small. We'll try it and see. Sit down a bit flatter. See how that goes. Nope, that's a bit small. See what the next sized up looks like. I think that's going to be too big. Nope, they might actually be the right size. Try that and see. Yep, that's got him. Okay. You can see the escape wheel spinning madly there. So we need to set that up now. Loosen off these 2 screws here on the back. Lower that a tiny bit. Still jumping. A little bit more. That looks better. Tighten that down. Let's see how we go. Turning one tooth at a time. All right. Now we need to see it's working all right. Now we'll have to put the movement, actually before we put the movement on a test stand, we'll oil it. Put our oil sink there. Now we'll start with 2 drops each on the back of the winding arbor. There, 1 on the first wheel. Actually 2 I'll put there on the first wheel. And there. That one. One up here on the fly, right up at the top. The top of the crutch there. We'll put 2 on that flirt because it's getting down a little bit. And 1 there. And 1 on the hammer lever. Right, I think that's all that for the back. We'll do the verge in a moment. We'll oil the front first. There. Escape wheel. The verge. Fly. Warning wheel. And down in there for the second wheel. A couple for each of the winding arbors. Right, we'll remove that. Got a drop on the leading edge of the pallet, just there. One on the trailing edge, buried way back deep inside there. Missed with that one. That one's got him. The back of this flirt, in behind the circlip. Same again here. Been done at the back. Right, it's all been done. I'll clean that up. Put that away. That tiny little Right, now we'll get that up on there, and we'll get the minute hand. Put that on. Whoop. And I'll put the knurled nut on the top of it to hold it on there. We can start to check and see how the movement is running. Wind that round. That said 1 o'clock. So I'll set the minute hand in the correct position. O'clock. Tighten the knurl nut down. We'll wind it round again. That looked like 9 o'clock. Right, we'll move the minute hand again, wind it round. 1/2 the hour. This should now be 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Warning wheel has been arrested by that lever there on the end of the flirt. And if I put my finger on the fly so it can't turn, then lift this up, you will see, once I take the minute hand off, that piece there is sitting at 12 o'clock. That's why it struck 12 before. I'll put the hand back on again. Knurl nut, tighten it down. With a wind. Wind it up. One o'clock. Wind it down, gone into warning. 1/2 hour. Should be 2 o'clock. There we go, 2 o'clock. We're counting the number of times that the gathering pallet lifts up the rack. So keep a close eye on that. We'll wind it again. Down to the 1/2 hour. 1. Gone into warning. You notice that? This will now be 3 o'clock. 1, 2, 3 o'clock. Well, I'll put the pendulum leader and the pendulum bob back on. I haven't made a large 2x1 pint frame to use as a test stand, so I'll have to put the movement back into the clock, but I will do that, and then I'll be able to adjust the time, make sure it's time is running correctly, and then the clock will be up and running.